thing up. I've got to have the review cover up when I'm going and saying things to you.
Oh,
Are there things that need to be said? Should I be saying things? Is the saying of things coming through?
yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure that this bit won't get old?
It will get
It
old.
will
It
get
has
old
gotten old
already.
very long time ago.
Okay, all right. Well, then I should say something along the lines of Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Weekly WAYPN. I'm Karl,
I'm Sana,
aka
Henry, and Sun Guitar.
So we've got up Cabbage first, but
Cabbage.
But first off, with Cabbage, we have quite a few updates on this one. So we'll read this one out and we'll take a look at them, and then we'll move on because we don't want to go over every single update, so that we can just do one when we take a look at it all and we're not repeating ourselves. All right. So you want to read out and I'll look through the pictures.
Only got a bit of edge highlighting done with the Cabbage Mimic and only on the exterior leaves. Most of my brief paint session tonight was devoted to, once again, experimenting with the burned bone look. This method, courtesy of a Reddit post, suggested a base coat black followed by 2 dry brushes, one dark brown and one dark reddish brown, since it's all dry. I'll figure out if this one's the winner or if it's back to the drawing board. Edit, having given it time, it's still not quite right. It looks pretty similar to the fossil replicas in display on museums, though. It could accomplish the goal with some tweaking, but besides that, it's back to the drawing board.
Yeah, like I said, man, I'm just saying the same thing over and over. You are going to need those contextual clues, because without those contextual clues, you're not going to get it. Especially if, like, this isn't a magically animated creature. If it's a magically animated creature, you could try putting embers within the creature itself.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because that ember effect that you had with the other thing looked quite...
Someone's joined us. Hey, Krim!
Hey, Krim! You got the day off again.
Morning.
Good evening, actually.
Oy.
What?
Don't be rude.
I'm not rude.
It's
called having fun.
We don't have fun here. We're very German and efficient.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a very low-hanging fruit.
Good one, Krim. Well
See, that
thought.
was a very efficient joke.
Very efficient joke. Very close. I remember the one you did the last time with Go Boy. So like, we should let Go Boy go first. So Go Boy.
Go boy. Where's Go boy?
That was hilarious.
I'm not sure, but
Right.
next up, we've got you back again for the boys update, because do you remember last time?
Nice. Penguin is here without having to sneak. Well done.
Yeah, so
Okay,
do you remember last week we gave a recommendation to the boys?
Yeah.
And they really took it on board. So would you like to read out what has been said?
Alex, they listened to your advice and have done more work. They are still working on them, but they are coming along really well. I'll keep you all updated. Proud dad. Proud dad indeed.
Yeah.
I thought, wow, what a turnaround.
Yeah, no, I think...
incredible. Absolutely incredible.
I think that they've done very well, but...
I love the definition on the armor. I think they maybe just put some wash or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what. It's really nice. The definition is so good. It makes it look quite professional, actually.
The armor you're talking?
The armor, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
shall we go over to Krim for a minute, because I think he had really good feedback last time you were on, Krim.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think it's looking very good, and this is not far off from what I'm able to paint. So, and well, last time we looked at it, we didn't realize that it was so early, maybe, because the wizard, we thought it was supposed to be white.
Yeah, but and he's added a lot of color. We talked about adding color, and it seems like he just went for it. But yeah, so I've got the wizard in front of me now, and you go ahead, and I'll point the pointer where you would like.
Yeah, it's coming along great, really. I just assume that that everything I would point out will still be coming anyway. Like some more cleaning up, of course, and the face, and I'm just now leaning back and waiting to see the finished thing.
Okay, all right. Well, so on the wizard, I'll give a bit of additional commentary. So when you say a bit more on the face, you're expecting it to be brightened up, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That I very much agree with that. Look, I think compared to where you were before, you're leaps and bounds ahead, mate. Absolutely leaps and bounds ahead. Because, like, we talked about color contrast, and you've got all of that now. He's looking very heroic because he's got the 3 color scheme of primary colors. So, when people read colors, that means like how they interpret it when they look at it. People don't interpret gold as gold. They think of it as a yellow, right? So, excuse me. So they interpret that as gold. So you've got yellow, blue, and red, which are all primary colors, right? All nice, bright primary colors. So this guy reads very much as a hero. If that's your intent, you're absolutely nailing it.
Yeah, so if you take a look, a lot of comic book heroes like Superman, they all have the classic red, yellow, and blue. So people just naturally associate that color scheme with heroism. So he's definitely looking like a good wizard, and is looking very, very nice. And I think you've done well to pick out all the elements like we talked about the last time.
Do you want to borrow the mouse so you can...
Oh, no.
Okay.
Pick out all the elements like we did last time. I think the color choice is also really spot on. You've used sort of a nice warm brown to match the reds, and you got a nice... I'm not sure if I can call it a cold gold. Like a more cooler, not so very rich yellow, but nice proper...
It all looks very cohesive.
Yeah,
Yes.
it just comes together. So what excellent color theory. I think your dad must have helped you out. Cheater.
Well, I think he just listened to the advice we had, and he was like,
incredible.
Because like you take a look at it now compared to where it was,
My
and
goodness.
what a level of difference.
Boys, you're doing so well. It's coming along really, really nicely.
Well,
we can't wait to see it finished.
Well, now let's go on to this one. This one was very impressive. You were talking about the armor in particular, weren't you, Sonny?
Yeah, I think just by adding a simple wash just brought it to life. Really, really nice. I think you could do similarly to the spear as well.
Yeah.
And the wings, since you've got some gold in the wings, you should do that with the wings, because with the wings, it's a bit of a star of the show, right? So you should put effort into the wings and try to bring out more detail in the wings. Like we've got all those fine lines in the feathers. Try to bring that out with another wash, a different color wash.
I agree that you should wash, but sparingly. So like, remember these were quite bright when we first saw them.
Yeah.
So try to make sure that you don't apply too much wash. When you apply your wash, what you want to see is something called capillary action. And you can look up videos on YouTube about capillary action. So essentially what you should be able to do is just touch it with your brush and it just goes whoop into all of those crevices.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And so as an example, what I might do is I might touch it along the underside of the wing. Right, I'd have like a thinly loaded brush for a wash. I'd touch here and I'd touch there. And so like, say I touch here, it would go all the way down to there. And maybe I might have to touch over here to get it to flow a bit more up to where I'd originally touched. But that's one of the things that you want to do. The other thing you want to do is you want to dry brush these or highlight these. So look, guys, if you are worried about how they look, trust me, compared to our first models, they're looking absolutely fantastic.
Very good.
Like,
very good.
I remember my very first models. I remember that my cousin used to paint models with a pin, not even with a brush.
Oh, wow.
He'd use a pin and just dot things. So, like, you guys are leaps and bounds ahead of where we started when we were younger. You'll get there, but there's one thing that you've done way more than everyone else has, right? Even, you know, I've done some things last night, and it's on the Discord, but I haven't put it up for this week because the experiment is not finished just yet. So, yeah. Okay. But yeah, so the one thing that you guys have done that everybody else has not is you put brush to model.
Yeah.
So long as you guys keep putting brush to model, you will improve. Trust me on that.
If you called out.
It's all right, Krim.
Krim, you do some really good work yourself.
Yeah.
Whenever I do something.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, look, you know,
Can I have the coaster?
You want the coast?
Yes.
Do you want this one?
Oh, yes. You can have the cold one.
So Sunny wants my drink, but she wants only a little bit of my drink, not the full drink. So
Yeah,
I
I'm not a
have to
Pepsi
drink most
person.
of my drink and then give the remainder to her.
I'm not a Pepsi person.
I see. All right, shall we move on
Right.
to our next post?
Right.
I'm really
very
glad.
impressed.
I'm really glad to see that. All right, you want to read out Marvel?
Level painting. I've been pretty busy with life and I haven't had a chance to paint. However, this bug is coming along as good test for competition piece later this year.
So it looks like you're doing it in a very painterly style. Krim, is there anything that you'd like to say about this one?
It's so interesting. I'm still taking it in. So is that like an old Tyranid?
Definitely.
Oh yeah, no, this
Or is
is
it-
yeah, it's an old Tyrant. This used to be what the Tyrant Guard used to look like. So I think this is the 3rd edition variant of it. So the original ones looked kind of like Space Marines with a shield, whip, and claw, I think. And like they had barnacles on the shield. And then these ones were the update.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the shield, like these little scratches and all that, was that on the mini or did
So
the person work on that?
I'm not sure. So like,
It's really cool.
It seems like he's added a lot of texture to it.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Also, all the little scratches on the backside too, and just how these these armor plates look, and the skin too. It had like these little this like speckled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
effect
modeled.
there. You can see it very well on the
appearance.
tail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you've
I
never.
think it's really cool. Very creative.
You don't usually see this style applied onto Tyranids. Like usually Tyranids, you see very clean look to them. So it's actually quite nice to see a change of style where they actually look a bit more like he's really seen battle. Like his armor has gone through so much. You know, and the skin. Like, he almost looks like an older Tyranid, not
Yes,
even like
yes, I
young.
would agree. He looks
A
like
veteran.
Yeah,
yeah.
veteran
Well, like
Tyranid.
something that's been through a lot of battles and has been quite battered.
You know what I would love to see is if you could do some of what Alex used to do. He followed a Richard Gray tutorial for this, but he would paint on these sort of impact cracks.
Oh,
I think this style is perfect for that look. I will find a picture of it and post it in your post in the comments, but I think you should give it a go.
Well, so I'll be the dissenting voice here. So here's the issue that I have, right? And I think if you're like practicing for a competition, this is very much what you have to keep in mind. I think you've got some nice, interesting things going on here. I think like the way that you have added texture to the tail, added texture up here, it looks all very interesting. But who are you competing for? What sort of things have won in the past? Because, look, now we can say that, you know, you've done some great work here and this, that, and the other, right? But this is what I want you to focus on, right? Take a look at what has won in the past, what people like, because when you're painting for a competition, you must paint for that competition, right? The thing is, I think that you've done some nice things here, but I will point out the things which I think will need to be improved. And the reason I do this is because if you say that you're going for a competition, I don't want to give you a bum drum. I want you to do very well. I want you to come across and say, oh, hey, you know, one of the reasons why this got to this level is because I talked to the guys at WAYPN and they, you know, gave me advice. So, for example, the scything talent, you see how you've got all of these spots here and all of that sort of thing? Unfortunately, I think that looks a bit amateurish. Now, I am going to be a lot harsher here because, like I said, I think you're going for a competition. Now, when I take a look at these little glowing cracks, right, I think that you can really push that. Try using oils or something like that to put in...
a white oil wash, like how you would with a plasma gun effect.
Yes, exactly.
To really bring out that glow, because currently with just the hand-painted glow, the highlights do feel a little bit messy.
A little...
not as pristine, not as like clean.
Yeah.
So you want to really focus on contrast. Like competition pieces, people really love contrast, either through color or through texture, like contrast of kind, that sort of thing. So...
After this, let's find that short with the woman that we use, and we'll put that on here.
So you want like that juxtaposition of this really gritty outer exterior of the model.
Do you remember what it's called?
Look outside the hobby.
Look outside the hobby. I'll find it.
So it's that juxtaposition of that gritty exterior with that very clean, pristine interior with the glow. I think that you have to focus on that as well, and really pushing definition. So bring up your tones. Really make sure that you can see your shadow, mid-tone, and highlights very clearly. That I think has not really come through in this test as much.
Yes. So now I do want to throw in one thing. This right here is excellent, right? Both Krim and Sunny were right for bringing up these textures. They do look very interesting. But when I come to the chitin, see what people want to see with these patterns is repeatability, right? Because we are pattern recognition machines. And if we don't see that same level of repetition over this, like, we're going to think that this is accidental, even if it's deliberate. Like, you're like, this is the topmost carapace, blah, 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 blah. You need to make it look more deliberate. Sorry to interrupt. You keep going.
Yeah, I think that's all I have to say on it. Krim, do you have any feedback you'd like to share?
So I think I know what Cal means. It's like one of those minis that within a competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody would tell you like, oh man, I love that mini. It looks so cool. But then it would only get a commended.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a medal or anything, not a trophy, right? It's like one of those models that looks really good, but I think Cal is right. It just abbreviates too much from what usually makes like first, second place.
Yeah.
In those competitions, which is a shame. And something you can discuss a long time.
No, you're 100% right, Krim. And see, this is one of the things which I always point out to the competition people, right? What kind of competition are you going for, right? Let's imagine that you're going to a competition where there's it's historical, right? This is the kind of thing that would do well there. because it's very gritty. It's got all of these sorts of things, right? And like that super bright contrasting Tyranid, people would just be like, cool story, bro. Moving on. But so, like, you've got to know what audience you're serving, right? If you know, like, you're like, all right, we want to entertain the dude bros, so let's make a movie, and like the first thing they hear is, ooh, baby, 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 oh, they're gonna be leaving the theater. Think of it that way, okay? So yeah, we hope that this, advice has been helpful.
Yeah.
And you have we'll look forward to seeing more progress. All right, so next up,
we've got Ryan.
yeah.
Whip on some batch painting Death Guard, working on a small kill team for a game of OPR Grimdark, future firefight in a few weeks. Most of the models are from a job lot off eBay that I've stripped. So the build is not great on them, but gaps and burrs aside, they are coming along nicely. The Death Shroud Terminator is a sculpt from Atlan Forge, and the Banner Bearer is a Plague Icon Bearer, designed by Den of Imagination. Wow, okay.
Okay, so Ryan, just one thing when it comes to these, right? Okay, so I'm not having a go at you or doing videos or anything like that. But you need for us to have, like, images to look at, because if you don't have images, we can't cycle through them. So, like, I literally cannot click on all of the videos that you have. And, like, it's obvious that you've put a lot of effort into this, right? And it's very frustrating for me, right? Because this is the kind of thing that I want to see. But, like, if we literally can't, like,
open it up to show it on.
Yeah, because, like,
because video does get a bit iffy with the OBS.
Oh, it's not that. It's just like I can only open these first 6 ones. See how he's got like 54 things?
Yeah, I think what he's mostly trying to show is all the textures that he's trying to. That, like, some parts are a bit glossy.
Yeah,
other parts are matte to really show that
the difference of kind.
The difference with the surface variation.
Yes.
And the micro surface variation.
All right, let's see. Yeah, no, it's looking good. This is exactly what I talk about with
surface variation.
Well, actually, Ryan, you're really gonna like something. He's not on the Discord, I don't think. You might be, but I just put up on the Discord, I'm trying out some Grimdark painting skin. What the hell is this?
I have no idea.
I think this is some sort of ad. I'm going to click away before we show something that
we didn't mean to show.
Yes, why?
Yeah,
why was that there?
There's some very
interesting
ads on Facebook.
Oh my god.
Well, we will be moving on.
Yes, no, because one of the ads that I got was
honey, it's alright. It's alright.
It happened.
They understand.
People don't believe me that it happened.
They understand. All right, well, Krim, do you want to say anything about Ryan's piece?
The Death Shroud, they look so cool. I have to hop over to Facebook later and really take a look.
I know it's looking really nice.
I thought we were moving on to the next one. Sorry. Well, I closed the thing.
Okay, it's Krisha. Finished off my second Angels of Death kill team using my Space Wolves army models and a prize kit I picked at a tournament last week. Also included a picture of the first version I painted up 1.5 years ago, soon after I started painting again. Was contemplating stripping my old team for a while, but now I'm finished our team for a while, but now I can have a bit of a before/after to see how far I've come.
Yes.
Say?
Yes. Don't do it, Chris. It's not right.
Very nice.
It's even wrong.
Look at that. Look at the consistency. My goodness.
Yeah, no, he's great for his consistency, isn't he?
Yeah, he's our second Joseph Malone.
Yes. So Krim, any feedback on these guys?
They're super cool.
Yes.
I mean, they're finished. They look amazing.
They serve the purpose.
Yes. Well,
Even the barrels are drilled, I think. So I don't know what to criticize.
yeah, no. I think that like these are so I would like some people call like this like tabletop. I'd call this character.
I call it tabletop plus because like he's pushed
No,
it.
this is better than tabletop.
Tabletop plus, not even tabletop plus.
I would also say that's character level.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
So like it's it's the little things, right? Like for example, the way that he's done this transition with the grenade.
Yeah.
Like that looks absolutely fantastic. Like that's one of my favorite bits that they've produced in years. Like the idea of showing a grenade being thrown, not just them holding a grenade. It's such an action pose. It's so cool. I love every single bit of it, right?
I do love when some people do the exhaust for the jump packs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but those are 3D printed, but it just really adds something.
Yeah, so I think consistency is one of the things that Chris does best. Like, you take a look at every single one of these things, right? You wouldn't realize that a lot of these are on tactical rocks.
Oh yeah. I didn't even realize.
Because
that.
see this down here?
Yeah.
See that over there?
Yeah.
These are all tactical rocks, but he's blend them in so seamlessly. Like, take a look down here, especially on this one over here,
Yeah.
right? And you can actually see the edge of it quite clearly, right? But you have to look for them.
Yeah,
right?
but you can look at his before army,
Yeah.
and you can see the tactical rocks so clearly.
Well, that's because he's painted them up that way, right? And like that's what I'd expect somebody coming into the hobby. They're like, oh well, obviously these things are different, so I've got to paint them differently. But like, more experienced Chris is like, you know what? If that,
It's gotta be all natural.
Yeah, like he brings it in to and like. Basing is my whole jam. I think he's done really well. Like we've commented so much on his little bits of chipping and that sort of thing over time, but let's just take a look at how they used to look. So I think one of the things that he's done best is like these were very flat comparatively. So he's improved a lot in giving depth. Also, like look at the chunkiness of those
the shadows,
yeah.
And some of them, like with that front captain, the helmet, it's not very clean. It's a little chunky chunk, but
yeah. So
like, look at that.
He's come a long way,
Yeah,
and see, I think this is what people need to celebrate more.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking about celebrating, thank you so much for everybody being here. Sorry for not talking as much in the comments. But yeah, so let us move on, shall we? Alright, next up
We have Joseph,
Malin,
the original Krisha.
the original Christian.
Yeah, Candy and Cola, and the Messenger of the Spiral Path for Kingdom Death are finished, and I'm making progress on the next projects.
Well, I'm gonna throw it over to Krim and ask your thoughts on these guys.
So they're both work in progress?
These no,
The lady
these
and the...
the two guys up the front, the lady and the guy are finished as far as I know.
Well, on my screen, it looks like the lady could use some more contrast. Especially the skin, I would say, could probably still be brought out more because you could just layer on top of it. Because what's like a little odd is the skin mean, sure, it's dark skin, but the hair and the cape, they are so bright.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume the skin should also just be lit up more. You know what I mean?
I think he's trying to say that it should show the reflective nature of skin a bit more. And I do agree.
Because this doesn't look like a dark scene.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the hair and the cape are so
Yeah.
brightly lit.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so I think you could increase that sheen line, but I don't mind it. So Joseph's aim has always been for Tabletop Plus, and I'd say that's about where these guys lie. And so the reason why I'm not giving as much criticism on that end is because I think, like, if you're aiming for Tabletop Plus, it's pretty much where these guys lie. But, you know, I'll let you give your opinion on the dude.
You mean me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, compared to the lady, I would also agree that the dude is fine. Like if that was the goal, a Tabletop Plus, yeah, achieved.
Yeah, no,
nothing like stands out to me where I would say, okay, maybe that needs some more work. Just the lady was a bit.
Well, I think the real problem is when we compare them. Like, she's quite bright, as you say, and he's quite dark comparatively. Like, they don't seem like they're a pair, because this is meant to be candy and cola. That's the number one thing that I'd talk about. But then we've got our works in progress, and we've got not Link. We've got somebody who forgot her clothes.
They often forget their clothes.
At Kingdom Death, yes, they all have the walk of shame.
Oh, sister repent.
Oh, sister repentures, yes. But yeah, I think that these are coming along quite well. But so my thing would be with this guy, he's quite dark. I'd try and push some of the brightness with him, especially if he's meant to pair with this chick right here, because like Krim said, I think it's a very bright model, and I think you could, you know, do some of those highlights that you know, Krim was talking about. But if you do so, I think that guy needs to be brought up a whole lot, because they don't feel like a pair, do they?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Or bring down the white and the pink.
Yeah, that's another way to go, but I think it's easier to bring up than it is to bring down.
But I can understand the concept, like, you know, candy, very bright.
Yeah.
And cola is like, you know, red.
Or a blackish colour, I guess. For like Coke and such.
Like Coke is like a dark brown.
Alright. Yes, Ryan. Now we can talk about your stuff.
Yay! More whip on Death Shroud Terminated Proxy. Went with Vallejo Dark Mud with a light sprinkle of A Tale of Grim Dark. Just need to do a bit of OSL and maybe a bit more Blood NI core. Already tabletop ready for the game in a few weeks' time, though.
Yeah, no, definitely tabletop ready. I want to know what you used for this cape, because we need to use this material as well.
Yeah. Some sort of a
Oh, are those the same ones from the videos earlier?
Yeah, that's
yes,
why.
You see, like, you wouldn't have picked that up from the video as you would with the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, so just remember, Ryan, like, if you have a couple of pictures like this, see, these little arrows don't appear unless we have that, what do you call it? That we have the images at the start. It's very frustrating. Look, Facebook is sort of the best of the worst for us, so yeah. Well, that's really interesting.
Oh, it's like a face?
Yeah, with hands pushing into its eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh! I wonder if that's part of the model, or like if he added that on.
I think he added that on.
Excellent detail.
Yeah, no, fantastic.
And you don't see this every day.
I think, yeah,
There's some
this is proper
really
grim
great
dark.
yeah, like great tech.
Well, like, I think also the storytelling of
Yeah.
the hands being everywhere.
Yeah.
And, like...
I love that sort of canvas cloth thingy, whatever it is. That
Yeah.
you use.
But I think the as the man says, the micro surface variation.
So you sound just like him.
I think that's the big thing. But yes, so I'll find the starting picture, hopefully, one where we see most of it. So Krim, your thoughts?
Well, same as before, they look very, very cool, and that must have been a lot of fun working with all these details and the textures. Because I feel like I haven't done it enough, but working with these effects is just a lot of fun. I feel like, because it's not so much about being like super clean and precise, but to me it feels a lot more creative.
Yeah. I follow exactly what you mean. Yeah,
so that's a lot of fun, and I can imagine this, or I hope this was a lot of fun and not frustrating or anything like that.
Totally.
Was that a whip, or is it done?
It's a whip. It's a whip. So he's
Okay.
not yet finished, but he wanted to get them to tabletop so that he can play them at the store, which I think is a great
tabletop
way.
is already, yeah.
Yeah, so you go.
Really, I would just say it just needs a bit more readability, maybe. Some more highlights.
Yeah, see, that's a bit of the downside with the grimdark painting style. Just everything's so dark, gloomy.
It becomes like very monotone.
Yeah, it tends to become very monotone.
I think, Sunny, do you have Photoshop open?
No, I do not.
All right, then don't worry about it. But like in one of our upcoming scripts for our shorts, we are talking about how to do a self-review, and one of the things that we talk about in that short is, if you really want to test yourself, like step 2 is take your photo into a editing program and make it black and white.
Yeah, and see if you can tell the colors apart.
If they got different values.
Yeah, so if some parts look brighter than others, so if it all looks gray, same shade of
uniform
gray,
yeah,
like same shades of gray, then you know that the contrast in the colors are not that different. Yeah.
All right, so moving on, we have Lance. Hey,
a little something for lunch.
I thought he was saying a little sushi for lunch.
Oh, what is this guy? An orc?
I think
Ogre?
some sort of ogre, and he's eating fish in a barrel.
Ugh,
So it is
giant. Ah.
Well, that's why I thought he was saying sushi, because,
Yeah, you could. It is probably sushi. It is raw fish straight out of the
It's
barrel.
a gourmet orc. Not an orc. Ogre.
Well, I think he's done very well. Like, usually Lance goes for, like, tabletop.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Well,
and I think...
I don't bring it up every single thing, but Lance had a brain injury.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm not going to let that slow me down. I'm going to paint 100 miniatures a year. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get it done. And he does. He paints 100 miniatures every year.
Like, wow, what an
impressive
goal.
Yeah, especially after, going,
and it's very doable. I mean, if you think about it, 365 days in a year, that's barely a third? Of it. Like, if you dedicate it one day, one mini, it's so achievable.
Yeah.
And to tabletop quality as well.
Yes.
Okay, so L say, glad I'm done with that darn orc. Making cheap minis like that look good is comparable to what inspired Le Tableau de l'Operation de la. A major pain in the banana.
Well, yeah.
Sweet grass.
Yeah, no, I do really like his... Like, the problem is like, Lance has two ways of going when it comes to his basing. Not at all, or all of it. But yeah, so
I think this one's a pretty good happy medium. Like
I like this one. I think this one's good.
It's like a nice little hillside.
Yeah, like it looks like he's coming back from some raid or something.
Oh yeah.
And he's just like, I got my barrel of fish. I got my barrel of fish.
Yeah.
And that's the
He's
song.
having a good time.
Yeah, he
Good
is
time.
having a good time. I don't think other people are having a good time because of him, but
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough.
All right, let us move on.
Oh, woo, 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 woo.
And we've got Cal.
It's horrid. Yeah, it's a big old piece of brain.
With tentacles.
Looks like fish poop.
Why do you say that?
Because that's what fish poop looks like. I've seen it. I went
You know that's
snorkeling,
not. You know that's.
the one time, and I saw a lot of squiggly things on the sand, under the water, and it looked a lot like that.
You know that's not exactly a compliment, honey. You know that.
Well, I'm saying, he said it's horrid. Gross. You achieved it, man.
I'm gonna throw to Crim in hopes of saving this review.
Well, I mean, if the aim is for it to look disgusting, then yeah, absolutely achieved.
Mm.
Well, I think it's cool. I would almost go the same route as with the Death Guard earlier.
Yeah.
Just a bit more readability, a bit more highlights, like on the
Yeah.
tentacles.
I think you
there.
should really try and push like a little bit of glow coming from the eyes or something, just to give it a little bit, because it feels very alive and writhing. I just think like a little bit of a glowing eyes or something would.
You know what I think could really make this thing come to life?
Huh?
Leave everything else as is, right? Do a 3-part wash, right? So you get some oil wash of white, put the oil wash in these brain crevices, let it set, then get like this color that he's got here, right? The
Like
sort of brighter green, right?
Yeah.
And then put that in the crevices.
I was thinking the same.
And then just let that set, and then just the tiniest bit of the white again, so you know it's just this floating glowing brain with all of these.
Yeah, like you see all the neurons firing quite literally. You know, and it's an otherworldly creature, and it's just like it's thinking something.
Yeah, not good thoughts.
Not good
bad thoughts.
Like,
That's what bad thoughts sound like.
yeah, like that. That's what the noises he makes.
All right, so next up we've got myself. It's Member Monday. All right, what makes a digital
Member
place?
Monday.
Its platform only limits what can be done. Its rules only limit what people should do. It's really what people post there, what people like, and what people share. I'm proud to say I'm proud of the place we have made together. With that said, let us welcome our new members. And on behalf of all of WAYPN, what are you painting now? Make a post about it and get some love. But seriously, make a post, not a comment. People don't check the comments. Alright, so after that was Talk Tuesday, and I asked, how do you get out of a slump? Unsurprisingly, batch planing is not topic.
1% though.
Is
Someone
not topping.
did say.
Is not topping the charts. A technique refresh is 6%. Looking for inspiration is 18%. Getting a quick win is 26%. Doing something else. Don't stress about it. It's not going anywhere. It's 43%. And then it's I paint to relax. It's what helps me when my life's in a slump. So, yes. It was a very interesting chart. You know.
Ryan has put up a comment on this post.
Well, we will, yeah, he added his bit on the poll, but we will move on to brushstrokes, which we are also going to skip over because he also gives an update. So it's a whip of face painting.
Righto.
I think I'll just double check because I saw it before. I hope it's not on my personal feed. Yeah, no, it's about 4 in. So yes, it's looking very good, but we get to see some more. So we'll look at our further one.
Nice.
All right, so next up
we have Jean. Phase 2 of my Afghan diorama is in full swing, working on the rebel figures to go with the Land Cruiser Technical, which I have already completed. With the Land Cruiser was very good. So we will take a look to see.
So it looks like these are our rebels, and they're very whippish.
Yeah, very whippish.
Yes.
Still requires a lot of fleshing out and definition.
But if there was a penguin, he could tell us what scale these are at.
Penguin is here, yeah.
Yes.
Painting faces, my bane, he said. Prim say I'm going to have some hot mead tonight, going to a Halloween festival on an old castle in the countryside.
Oh.
I would like to do this.
Yes, I would also like
I would like to go to...
I'd like to go to a castle.
I would like to go to castle.
I've got the right style of beard for it, you know. I could get a Viking helmet, you know.
All right, I wonder what I should dress up as.
Well, if I say something, it could be interpreted wrongly.
I want to go as a mandarin orange. Nice and round. Because it's an alternative to a pumpkin, but it's not a pumpkin.
Well, Krim, if you have to head off, you tell us.
Honey.
Oh, no, it's tonight. It's just
Okay.
morning for me now.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I was just trying to save you, man. You know, I gave you the
Please.
I gave you the
No, it's
option.
Well, Elle says I'm gonna go to work and be someone who wants to be there for Halloween.
I see. All right. So next up, we've got Kit Strong, and these are looking.
We also got a new guest.
Oh,
We've got
no,
a
we've gone
guest.
again.
Who is this? Who is this? We must see. Who is this guest? It's you. There's no one else here.
No, Penguin was here.
Oh,
He just left again.
Penguin. Maybe he will return.
Penguin, come back.
Come back, Penguin. Come back.
It's probably because I just went back from the other post. But next up, we've got Kit Strong.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
No, that's somebody else.
Oh, it's Kit.
Radical Kid.
But hey, Kit, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm well. So you trying out these new
True
metallics?
Yeah, we saw a video about it.
How are they?
Very nice.
They're
They're pretty amazing. I mean, so far I haven't used them that much, but so far I'm definitely. I've picked
What
up
would you
three sets
say
along
is
with that.
very amazing about these particular ones?
Well, I like to work. I'm lazy. I don't really do much non-metallic metal, so I like true metallics and just being able to have colored triads so that you can actually have a proper highlight, so you don't have to futz about trying to find your correct shade color and highlight color. So
Welcome
yeah, I
back,
picked up
Penguin.
the purple.
Hmm.
So I got the purple, the dark green, and a blue set, and
Nice.
playing around with those, and yeah.
I will have to say, we watched a video of one of the YouTubers. He had an exclusive to the set before they released it, and he asked permission to talk about them in advance. And I have to say, this product by Vallejo didn't really catch me and Mikhail, because it just looks like the kind of effect you would get if you just put silver and then you did like contrast pass over the top. Yeah, so it didn't.
You get more control. You do, being able, because you can't really, being able to dry brush a light purple metallic is, yeah. Because that's what I normally do is, I'll just spray something silver and go over it with the speed paint, especially through the airbrush to use it like a filter. And it works pretty well, but you don't get as much control in the highlights and shadows, I think, as you do here. And then having a matched airbrush color and base color so that you can do any touch-ups and stuff super easily and come back and you have a lot more control to come back and fix things.
Right.
Yeah, so it's mostly about control because like usually when I'm working with steels, like I think that's the biggest problem that I have when it comes to steels. So like my airbrushed steels look very different from my hand painted ones.
Yeah.
Or, golds. Like when I'm talking about, steel, I'm talking about metallics, obviously. Because, like, give me 1 second and I'll see if I can find a decent example. Because I think. Yeah, okay, so we've got a million pictures of these guys. See, what do you think is do you think any of these are a good example of like the difference? Yeah, I'll open up this link here. So, as an example, right, so all of this like little bits of chipping and that sort of thing is all like from the airbrush and putting down, what's that called? The
Masking fluid.
Yeah, the masking fluid. But then like when I do like the highlights here, that's with the brush, and as you can see, it's just contextually so different. So there's things like that you have to think about when it comes to these sorts of things. All right, I think we should move on. But yeah, so it's good to hear your review, Kit, because
I gotta go on mute for a couple of minutes to call my wife about something.
yeah, no, totally cool. So after that,
Didn't we skip some minis?
did we skip some
He's
minutes?
got a
Yeah.
more updated one here.
Oh yeah, there's another picture in the next
Yeah,
one.
but I saw Penguin did come back. Penguin is still here, so should we talk to him about his one?
Yeah. Do you want to tell us about your historical journey?
I can do that for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Penguin.
Oh, excuse
can
me.
you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you just fine.
Okay. So these Afghan models, they
Mhm.
are resin cast in 1:35 scale.
35.
they
So
seem a
how
bit-
high is that in millimeters?
That is a fair question. I actually have a ruler here. Let's measure that for you. Okay, this particular one is about 110 mils that I'm
So that's
measuring.
one-
The,
1
the guy is standing upright here.
So these guys
So they're
are
pretty
tiny.
tall.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that?
Wait, no.
They're not.
100? That's
So is that?
It's about 11 centimeters.
Oh, these are huge then. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking the other way. I was thinking
I was
like
wait,
that's a
1.1
1.1 centimeters.
Wait
and
a
I'm-
minute.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
So these guys are huge. So you're gonna have to put a lot of work into these then.
Yeah, I try to make them look sort of. I wouldn't say homeless, but they've been out in the fields. Their clothes are dirty.
Yeah.
And then so this guy, I sort of hope to the one that's crouching.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
sort of hope to put him in the driver's seat, but then I have to like break out the steering wheel and that. So I'm just going to put him in the passenger seat, and then this guy whose foot's in the air, I want to pose him that his foot is going to be on the side of the truck where the panel is that allows you to step up.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the guy is standing upright. I'm either gonna put him where the machine gun is, or maybe next to the truck, so that the guy who's standing on with his foot up and him are like having a chat.
I'm
then
a
there's,
bit disappointed with their level of definition for such large models.
Hmm.
Because like you take a look at it, and like you see this texture here, you'd think it'd be much more well defined at 11 centimeters, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they do look quite soft in the detail.
Yeah. I think you're gonna have to put quite a bit of work into these penguin, because I don't think, like, when they were 1 centimeter in my mind, I was like, oh wow, that's, yeah. But I think here you're gonna have to put a lot of work in.
Yeah, because you're very good with vehicles, right? And that's like your strong suit. But I think because you're doing a diorama, like this was a great opportunity to push yourself, especially with the things that you say you're weak at, like faces and things like that. So,
Yeah.
so it's all about cross transferable skills.
Yeah.
So use the mindset of how you would approach a vehicle and apply those similar techniques to a model of a person, and like and try your best through that route. I think that's my thinking. Right? What about you, Krim?
I think if Penguin would put more work into the top parts of the clothing, that could do a lot. Like the green shirt and like a cardigan thing the guy in the middle is wearing, or the yellow shirt on the right, they stick out a bit with also just being a bit too less detailed and just kind of lacking texture. It's still a work in progress and everything, I get that, but I just feel like if you don't want to work on these three for just weeks and weeks and weeks, maybe concentrate on those parts. They could do a lot.
I also have one question, Penguin. So he's got a cardigan vest on. So how come you've painted the sleeves of the inner shirt green as well?
I actually thought it was one of those British military jerseys that the chest is a different material to what the sleeves are. So that was my interpretation of what it was.
Right. So you're gonna.
That's why I just went for all green. Although if I look at the collar should actually be white.
Yeah.
Because
So
they normally like to wear like this sort of vest cardigan over a long shirt blouse. So yeah.
All right. Well, we'll wrap up there and we'll take a look at what what has happened here? Something has gone terribly wrong. Well, we'll take a look at the rest of what Kit has done, right? So I think Kit has done really well with the rest of these, but I think this is a great sort of introduction to these paints. I think like Kit gets so many interesting paints. He's sort of like the European Larry.
Yeah.
And like
I have more arriving next week.
Of course you do. Of course you do. So with these little orange bits, what are they?
I don't know.
Is it the ionic paints?
Color, so
Okay.
It's just blazing. It's just ionic blazing orange.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just standard acrylic.
Okay. Yeah. Because like I was like, that does not look metallic at all.
It's quite nice. It's quite clean, especially with the eyes. You did a really good job because like the eyes are quite small as well, so you got a really good control there.
Yeah, I think
I still need to do a bit more shading on the chest emblem and stuff, but yeah, I think a little bit more contrast there would be good.
But I think
I spent literally 30 minutes on this, 25 or 30 minutes.
That's pretty good.
It's
a
good test.
Yeah,
it's a good test because like I think like one of the people are like, are you gonna do the trade-off series for this type of model? This type of paint or that type of paint? I'm like, bruh, we're not made of money. We're only gonna like give you our opinion on paints if we've actually used them.
We could do because like we did do the 3-color review video.
Yeah,
a bad idea to sort of.
But I mean, like, look, let's be honest. We spend too much on the hobby already.
Yeah.
But with the next 3 color review, I know what we're doing. All right. So next up, we
Looks
have.
familiar, this face.
It's a Spezmarine.
Yeah, a bit of color added to the details. Unfortunately,
This
is
one's-
the first time I have ever seen brushstrokes post a slightly out of focus.
Yeah, so I'm gonna click on here and go back to this one because I said we'll skip ahead, but like we did see that he's done more. I think that the skin's looking great. I think that everything's looking good. He fixes up a lot of what he's done there, but I think what he's very good at is showing the inside out technique. So a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about when I say the inside out technique. So I'll go up to the sort of blurred version, right? And here, right, I'm not going to zoom in because it's a bit blurred. That's okay. It focused on the finger. It happens. I'm not going to give...
Yeah, it's so small that it's
Yeah,
difficult to
yeah.
photograph.
So with this, right, the inside out technique is about you do the thing which is hardest to reach first, and then you paint out. So he did the eyes, then the skin, then the headset and the hair, and like that, guys, that is the way to do it. Timu Doom guy. Oh no. Oh no.
I don't think I know this. Like I've seen a lot of those really
Oh, so
Timu ads.
No,
on
no.
YouTube.
So Doom guy he's from. Here we go. So rather than trying to explain anything,
Oh, interesting. Just
Doom guy face.
guy face. Oh yeah,
So
I see that. Actually.
This is sort of like the classic face that he has,
Oh,
and see like his face down the bottom of So like he'd look left and right when you were moving along, and he gets more and more injured, and that's why he's like Timu Doom guy, because instead of looking as chiseled, right, he's just like, ugh. And like that's the kind of face that he'd make as you're playing the game. Also, every single person wants to get Doom to run on like a potato or like whatever they can. They're like, oh, we've got atoms to move individually. Let's see if they can play Doom. I don't know why they're obsessed, but let us move on. Okay, where are we? I'm gonna see if I can learn more about community chats, which have gone away. Great, fantastic, thank you. All right, so next up we've got Hazik.
yeah, I'll keep it short. It's a land turtle.
Didn't somebody say, would that make it a tortoise?
It looks like an armadillo.
It does kind of look like an armadillo. Very chunky armadillo.
I think the way that he's brought up the skin of the armadillo is very nice, and that sort of polished shell look.
Oh, I remember what this actually is.
Oh,
So, see these little skinks riding it?
yeah.
So what these skinks will do, you see that little tube on the top? It's hilarious. So this little tube on the top, they pack it filled with snakes, and then like they poke it when they go into battle to make all of the snakes agitated and run away from the stomping dinosaur creature. It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Oh yeah, I see the snakes.
Yeah, pop
coming
it out of it. Yeah,
Yeah, such an interesting
concept.
concept.
Yeah, no, it's very fun, but also very stupid. It's just like
What is it?
it's the old school GW mentality of like, how have you ever seen the thing where it's SpongeBob and Patrick saying write that down? Like they've got a pair of binoculars and SpongeBob screaming out write that down.
Maybe.
Well, like there's this old meme about GW where it's a kid saying, you can't shoot me because I've got a laser force field, and there's Games Workshop. Write that down. And that's pretty much what this is,
It's hilarious. But yeah, Krim, give us your thoughts on this.
I think it's very cool. I've been trying to look for something, and I don't know if it's on purpose, but I feel like the highlights on the armor of the turtle tortoise or whatever, they could be a bit smoother. Like if you look at the horn at the very front, the transition.
I'll take a look on this side. Yeah, very harsh sort of thing.
Yeah, I feel like it could just be a bit smoother, going from the very light blue into the dark blue.
Yeah.
I think I've seen like turtle shells. Let me get turtle shell.
But that's really just me like nitpicking, because it's a great model, great paint job.
Oh, I think it's good, but I don't think that we should back away from our criticism, because I think it's always important to give proper criticism, and I think that's important. Because if they don't get that, I think you can't grow. So on that point, the other thing that I'd say is, you really want to look out for what's coming across the threshold of your base. So you see how you've got some sand and some other things in here, right? You are going for like this sort of very rocky outcrop sort of thing where only hardy plants survive, is the sort of look that you're going for. But when you've got that little bit on the edge, that's the kind of thing which you really need to look after. So, do you have any thoughts, Kit? If you're still here,
he left.
Yeah, I am still here.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm still here. I mean, overall, it's a really cool model. I think it's with the little concrete snake tube thingies. I just think a little bit more color variation and stuff in there would be nice.
Yeah.
Kind of just reads kind of flat and dull. And yeah, just smoothing out some of the transitions and whatnot. But yeah, so it's a very cool land turtle, as they like to call it.
Yeah.
Which makes it a tortoise, because turtles live in the water.
What about you, Penguin? Anything that you think to add?
I like the model. It's definitely interesting. Definitely old school Warhammer Fantasy.
Yeah.
I would definitely just put like an oil wash just to bring out the detail of the concrete and then the detail between the plates. And if I had to do this model, and if I had color shift paints, I would do the shell, the color shift paints, just to lean in more to the fantasy side of it.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
So Created Man just said that he just put in
the boys,
which are at 98%. So that means we'll be starting with them next week, because we after Sonny's post goes up, that's when
the cut off. Yeah.
Yeah. Because otherwise we just keep going and going, because people post as the review progresses. But yeah, so all right. Taking what everybody said, I think that the highlights are good, right? But smooth those transitions. I do think some depth. I think that the scratches are great. I think that he's done a really good job with the scratches. Now, if you're just aiming for tabletop, painted, and looking good on the table, I think you're done. Just be done, except for that bit on the base, because like that's like that's what frames your model. But I think everybody's had very good feedback here. Let us move on to our next thing, which is something very different by Split Shade. All right, so would you like to read out?
Taking a little me time before diving into my next commission project. Hint, it's these same models. This round, I'm working on the Striker Gundam options along with Isle Sky Grasper options. Painting these models to this point has me thanking America with the theme song Team America.
America!
Well, we can't say the rest of it. Yeah, World Police stuck in my head. It's been a blast bringing these builds to life so far, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how the finished pieces turn out.
That is the color scheme of the classic Gundam, the America or Pepsi or Russia, as we say.
Pepsi, it used to be. No, wait, sorry, this is Max. So Max is black. Max is black. But the
classic
Pepsi is blue.
Pepsi.
But
yeah, so this is just a whip. It's not finished yet, but like he's blocked in all the colors. It's starting to look quite nice. So we will move along. But it's funny because that's kind of like us, isn't it? So I think this is the last one with Liam before his finished one, which is... No, is this the finished one? I think this is... I'm just going to double check. Yeah, okay, so this is the one that we've been waiting for. Okay, you want to read that one out now?
Okay. I think I might finally be done with the cabbage mimic, unless there's tiny details I missed. Tried some other methods out as well on the bones, or rather tried a method you suggested by a colleague as well as second attempt at what I had previously tried. Oh, right, and the orc is done. I can't work miracles. Happy Orktober. Will I see anyone else doing no Null and Oil November? Very interesting.
No Null and Oil November. Interesting. Well, I think, look, I'm gonna be mean. It looks horrible.
It does look pretty terrible, my guy.
It's just...
Sorry.
I don't think you should have wasted any time on it, but I will say...
I do think this looks like burned bones.
Yeah, a lot more than anything that we've seen before. But, so... Here's one of the problems when it comes to doing, dry brushing, stippling, that sort of thing. So you see right here where it looks like it's a screw? So I don't know if this is meant to be a connection point, if that's meant to be something like that, right? The issue when it comes to stippling and that sort of stuff is all of the faults in the model are going to come out that much more. So if you're going to go heavily into stippling or dry brushing, you really, really need to make sure that you've gotten rid of all of the layer lines. So when I shouldn't have said layer line. Mold lines. Mold lines, little faults and that sort of thing. But I do agree with Sunny. This looks a lot more like charred bone. I didn't know a way to do it, and I didn't know a way to make it read that way. But I do think that this reads a lot more like charred bone without context. Because that's one of the biggest problems, right? Is if you're going to have charred bone and they're just going to be rocking around wherever, that's going to be...
So, absolutely well done.
Yeah.
Absolutely well done.
So, just need to... Sorry, you were saying?
I do think the cabbage could use a lot more definition, but I get that you just want to be done with him.
Yeah.
Because the edge highlights where you've tried to do that lighter green is nice, but it's a bit on the thicker side, a little messy in some areas.
I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's fantastic or anything. I'd just say, look, for me, I'd clean up that little bit in the inside and just call it done.
Yeah.
Because this is one of the biggest problems when it comes to these cheaper minis, right? Like, you just want to be done, right? Like, that all I wouldn't have bothered with.
Oh, yeah.
I just wouldn't have bothered
he
with.
looked like he was missing all his fingers.
He
in one
didn't
of
look
the
like a
hand.
completed model. He
Yeah.
he looked like he'd suffered. But yes, all right. So that's what I'd focus on, Liam. I think that there are, like, the bone looks good. I think that this looks very similar to how we've seen before. But yeah, just focus on getting things done and then moving on. All right. So next up,
We have Jean Gas.
ooh, these are all
Look
done up
at
now.
that.
All right. Would you like to read out?
Yeah, two things. One, I am done enough for now on the Stormcasts. I am glad they are off my desk. Two, I have just accepted my first large commission job. I'm going to be painting up about 1,000 points of Death Company for a friend. Looking for some pointers on quickish, good-looking black armor. This first test model took about 90 minutes, and I'm sure it could be better. Also, any tips on doing commissions would be great.
Okay, so any tips on doing commissions? Yes, we have a whole video about it. So I'm going to go and fetch that while Sunny talks about any tips that she has.
So just trying to remember from my memory, because Peachy from Peachy Tips, is it Peachy Tips? He actually made a short on how to make black armor, like black metallic armor, so quick and so easy. I will go and find that video if I can and take a look. I think that might be a technique to consider for this project.
So here's my tip when it comes to doing black armor, right? All right. So essentially, there is two things when it comes to black armor, right? What type of black armor are you creating? Like Sunny, is it the non-metallic metal black armor, right? Or is it painted black armor? Because these are two very different things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that when it comes to this sort of thing, basically that's what you've got to decide. My tip for painting black armor is going to sound very cheap. It's going to sound very lazy, right? But what I would probably do is I would paint it steel, because these are Death Legionaries, right?
Death Company.
Death Company, thank you. There's so many deaths in Warhammer. It's so stupid. Everything is death. But what I would do is I'd get yourself some... Is it called liquid? What's the masking fluid that we use?
The brand.
Is it Liquitex?
No, it's not Liquitex. I don't know which one.
But anyway, a big bottle of masking fluid, which is relatively expensive, but also get the little nozzles which allow you to squirt it out in controlled tubes. And what I would do is I'd sponge that on. Right? Well, first off, I'd go steel coat. Right? Steel coat. Then if I want to get 1,000 points done super quick, right? Steel coat, sponge on some of that Liquitex, right? Then I do a proper zenithal highlight, right? So you've still got the Liquitex on at this stage. Then after the zenithal highlight, just put on a normal old coat of no, Justin Timberlake, you're not helping me. What's the contrast paint for black called?
Black Legion.
Oh no, Black Templar. Black Templar, right? And so like you've got all of that set out, and then just rub the model. All that stuff comes off, and they look like battered and damaged Death Company, right? Because they look like they've been through hell, right? That's the whole idea. And then you just do those trims and that sort of thing, and bing bang boom, you've got some great little bits. I hope that these videos help you, because I think being on the spot, some of the times your ideas aren't the best. But I do want to say it's great to see like everything come together. You know, you actually see all of those things come together.
They look really badass.
Yeah, I think,
love that color scheme.
And I think looking at it at this distance, instead of like up really close on one of these guys and focusing on one of these things, they look so great together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, well done, and on to our next.
Oh, I just wanted to add one quick thing.
Oh yeah. Go for it.
Because there are two contrast paints, Black Legion and Black Templar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They both exist. Yeah.
The Black Legion is brown coated, I do believe.
No, it's not.
The Black Legion?
Black Legion is much darker, much more opaque. Black Templar is lighter, more grayish.
I know that I like working with the Black Templar more than I like the Black Legion.
The Black Legion is very dark. I mean, Templar is also dark. But like Legion is particularly dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like I needed to point that out, because then if somebody would go ahead and paint everything with Black Legion, it would be just pitch black.
It would be pitch black. If you do use Black Legion, you might want to thin it down quite a fair bit with like contrast medium, etc.
I'm missing the... Google and Facebook have teamed up against me so that this is no longer as good. I used to have...
that flippy thing. I know the flipping thing.
Yeah, I'll see if I can extensions. I'll figure that out. You give your commentary while I try and figure out extensions.
Everybody just tilt their head 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Just watch this way. My captain surrounded by 5th Company reinforcements, which are some of my favorite minis. Okay, I will look at him from the side.
Web rotator.
Is it me, or does the captain look like he... It feels a little messy. I think it could use a bit more definition. What do you think, Krim?
He's cranking his neck.
No, yeah, I am. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I was trying to think about why.
I think it looks a bit
It's obviously
messy.
a lot of detail.
Yeah.
The tabard might still be distracting. I assume it will get another color. I hope it doesn't stay white.
It just...
I feel like white isn't maybe the right thing. Not the right choice.
I think it just needs cleanup.
Or maybe it's that. Maybe it can be white, but right now it looks too splotchy.
Yeah.
It just adds to like a visual fuzziness.
Yeah. Visual clutter.
Yeah.
It does feel that way, especially with the base. There's a lot going on with that base.
Okay, so everybody, brace yourself. So I press Control, Alt, and then some keys. Alright, so just everybody...
I think you have to do that with an open image in new tab, and maybe that'll work.
No, okay, so... Okay. I think the AI thing is broken because I'm pressing Control and Alt and then the thing.
Control Alt, yeah, and then the arrow.
Yeah, and then it does not move. Alright, so Control Alt, arrow.
It's not doing anything.
Yeah,
just try. There's an image, honey. Just try image.
Okay, I'll open it as image.
Okay, then try now. No, yeah, it's not working.
I think the AI thing is broken will be a common phrase going forward.
There's because it says you can rotate your screen using the keyboard shortcut. I'm like, oh, that's good. I don't have to look through all of this nonsense.
I know, it's given me some.
And I'm like,
really.
How do I flip my screen? You know what the how do I flip my screen thing is? So I went down, and the how do I flip my screen It's just the exact same thing. Ah! Why are you like this? Ah! Alright, Alright, you know what?
But honey, let's not bother with
Yeah,
it.
alright, we will move on. I am sorry the screen and the flipping is not doing the well. Alright, so next up we've got Andy.
Spent some more time on this bust this evening. Progress has been made. I've tried to take the advice from the last review about the contrast, so tried making the cloth brighter and the skin a bit darker.
Yeah.
I've done a black and white version to see what the contrast looks like, and it works. I mean, look at that.
Oh, yeah, no, see, this is what we're talking about, guys.
Yeah, you see how there's a very obvious contrast between the outfit and the skin and the skirt.
Yeah, so if you guys are ever in doubt and being like, oh, my thing doesn't look like, before you get there, you just look at that and like, what a difference.
I am a bit confused because in the color picture, the blue looks so vibrant, but in the black and white, it just practically blends in with the skin.
Well, there are certain things that pop out a bit more. So you see within that, there's that certain parts that pop out. But yeah, it's
a bit odd, eh?
It's not a bit odd. It's just how it actually is. Because, like, look at this. Okay, so we're just here. We're on the black and white, right? And then we add color. And, it is what it is,
Yeah, I think you could keep on with it. I think you can really accentuate your tone, your three tones, your shadow, mid-tone, and highlights, because that's not coming through as much with the shirt just yet, or even the skin. Especially, I see that you do like a little bit of purple shadowing on the skin, and then moving up to the pink. You could even go one extra lighter pink up to really show like a sheen, the texture of smooth skin.
I think I'm gonna disagree about needing that sort of level of variation. What I think is needed is a bit more blending.
Yeah, the blending needs to be neatened out, but I do think that because it's a bust, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
It just really needs that a little bit more of that oomph.
Well, I think that, he's absolutely, like, compared to where it was, so much further along.
What do you think of those leather bandages?
Well, I think that those leather bandages are just started, because I see over here we've got some white, so it was probably just a contrast paint to sort of just like sketch things out.
Okay.
Like how we start some of the times. So I think he's just starting out on the leather. I think his focus is on this material here. But so, genuine question, right? And I'm not trying to be silly about it, but like, what is this made out of, right? So think about what it's made out of, right? Like, if it's cloth, it's going to have a very different look to what I think it is. Do you think that this is meant to be leather?
Yeah, judging by the stitching on that one, it's a one boob stitch actually. I don't know.
Oh my god!
It's
like that. It's like the Sisters of Battleshort we got coming out. Very boobalicious.
Yeah.
Me there. Oh my god.
I don't know.
But yeah, I think it could be cloth, right? So think about the texture that it is, right? And then work from there. So like, if it's leather, you want to have it all like sort of scratched up and that sort of thing. Like all of those sort of micro surface variations. And like, yeah, so, I think, yeah, just with, I think with that, focus on blending that. Focus on adding that texture to your cloth, because I think this is like, I really like the way that the sort of scarification tattoos have come out with that blue. Just such strong color contrast. I think could could have a bit more work in there, but I think it works for now.
Yeah.
Focus on blending the skin and differentiating your textures.
Yeah, and like really pushing the highlights in the hair as well. Like you take a look at some of the things that RJ does with his, which is his post literally after yours.
Okay, well,
I take a look at the way that he's done those highlights of, it staggers from like light and then dark wherever the hair folds and sags away from the light, and then back out again, giving that Maybelline sheen.
Yeah.
Give that a try,
Yeah, because I think like you did really well. Like I think it's just absolutely compared to where it was. Yeah, so I'm very impressed. Very impressed. All right, so next up we've got RJ.
Got some work on the big guy done and got a bunch done on one of the upside down survivors. Still a ways to go a bit, but I'm happy so far.
Oh, look at all of that vein work.
Yeah, I like the transition between the red going into that sort of desaturation. It's quite nice.
And like
Very smooth.
the veins are just absolutely popping out. Oh, and Kingdom Death is still being Kingdom Death with its big old cod piece there. We will minimize our commentary on that part. But yeah, she looks so heroic. The way,
love the dress.
Yeah.
This is the most dressed I have seen a Kingdom Death model.
Well, I think it's because they're trying to show like the shift in gravity, because like this is the base of the model, right, and this is how we're meant to be looking at it. But she would be upside down, obviously, right? So I just think that she looks so heroic the way that he's done her up, and I think that that's some great color contrast, like.
That's the light coming.
Yeah,
and then the
just
dark.
absolutely fantastic.
What about you guys? Do you have anything to say?
It's alright if you don't.
So it's very hard to criticize anything from RJ. Also, it's still a work in progress.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that
But
ridiculous?
Just as an idea, the sword she's holding, is that like a Japanese style sword?
I
Not too
think
straight.
Is it straight?
Japanese.
it
Yeah.
might be a scimitar. I don't know.
No, way too straight for a scimitar.
Okay, never mind then. Because I was just thinking about, okay, because some swords have this very nice pattern to them. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, the Damascus steel, the way they fold it.
Yeah, not necessarily Damascus, but at the edge
just the-
they have this like
Yeah,
pattern.
it's the folding technique. Yeah, with the katana.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
Folded like a
So I was wondering if that wouldn't have been cool instead of just the NMM.
Non-metallic metal. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
The num 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 num.
the num-nums.
Alright.
Mhm.
All right. Since we've gone into the madness of Num Num, we will move on to Is this
It's
gonna
Alex.
is this gonna be a competition piece? What
I
do we
think so. The Iron Signet is on tomorrow. I don't have anything to submit, so I'm quickly smashing this out. Wish me luck as I weaponize my ADHD to crack on.
Oh my god, Alex! Oh my god, Alex! You painted this, and he's working on it right now. He's literally working on it right now.
Well, he probably like majority airbrushed it.
I'm begging a special favor. I know it's a cut-off, but could you please look at the top most recent post?
The competition is tomorrow, and the photo is a lot better and more up to date. Fair enough.
All right. We
will do it.
We will do special favor.
We will do special request for Mr.
Creative
Alex. Alex.
Okay.
Okay. My last photo. Okay. I think everything looks great. I think you could push the feather details a lot more. it does look a little more like dried leaves at the moment rather than like feathers.
Yeah, I
Just
would
like
agree.
go in with like a really light brown, whatever brown you've used there. Just really just do some nice strokes on the edges of the feathers to bring out the lines in the feathers.
Okay, so yeah, all right. So since you're trying for a competition tomorrow, here are the things that I would try and focus on. Right, forget the dreadlocks. Dreadlocks, don't worry about it. Right. I'd focus on doing some nice scratches in that leather. I'd focus on bringing up colors, colors into those feathers, right? Because like we said about the judges, right? Like they love that really strong contrast. Keeping that in mind, I know that you're doing a non-metallic metal here. You should push all the way to white somewhere in this little crown, right? So I know that that might be being a bit silly, but let me explain why, right? Because it's all about that contrast with these people, right? They don't, in my opinion, a lot of judges dismiss good quality work because it's not high contrast, right? So what I would do is I'd in there I'd look at just pushing, absolutely pushing colors. I know that these are meant to be more muted things. Forget the muteness. Forget it. Okay, like you are trying to impress judges. You're not trying to show off your skill. I know that that's sometimes a sort of difficult mindset to get within, but it is true. You have to be thinking that way rather than thinking about how can I show off my techniques. Like give me one moment. So I think, did we get third for
Yeah.
our what's he called?
Melancholy.
Is that, where do I find that? In
Should be
we've got personal projects. It's in there.
Warhammer. No. Competitions. The one below that.
One below it.
Channel below.
Oh, the channel below. Okay.
Yeah. Warhammer.
So, as an example here, right? Like, oh, I don't want the link copied. So, as an example here, we'll see if we've got a better picture of just wing. Alright. Right, take a look at these individual dots, right? There's hundreds of them. We've got this nice color blending. We've got all of that. We put highlighting into these wings. We put so much detail into this, right? And then you take a look at all of this down here where we've got both a color shift paint as well as traditional, blending of colors, right? But what we lost to was a very bright Tyranid, right? It's not about whether something looks like good or not. It's about whether the judges look good.
I have to digress that the competition we did was audience voted, not judge voted. So judges will probably look a little bit more into technique, but they will. Contrast matters more in a competition setting only because you're competing with so many other players that they, contrast whichever strikes out the most. That's just going to pop.
Yeah.
And that's just going to get the attention, and that's why that works out. That technique works out, unfortunately. So I'm trying to get the colors right.
I think
I'm not really getting it.
Because we're almost 2 hours in, honey. We've still got to do the rest of the thing. So we'll
I'll just send you this.
Okay, all right. What where should I be looking?
Your message.
No, I mean where should I be looking on the screen with it?
Just the vest.
Just the vest?
The leather.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, yeah. So, like, Sunny's just done this to sort of...
Yeah, I just followed... I just took a look at the box art picture at the back, and they've really pushed that saturation highlighting. So just going into sort of that sort of orangey, yellow, red... So like a dark desaturated brown, red brown, and then sort of like an orange highlight almost, right? I've used an airbrush, obviously. Airbrush brush tool, but you can have those very nice crisp edge highlighted edges, and that would really help it come out.
Okay, so I'm just going to go through Created Man's... have a good one, El. I'm just going to have... so he said thank you. He says feathers, click, dreadlocks, don't worry about. So I'll just say, you know, check or cross. Feathers, check. Dreadlocks, cross. Push the non-metallic metal highlights. What color would you suggest? I think he's saying for the feathers.
Just a brighter version of whatever brown that you used, just to add those very nice feathered
I'd like him to push all the way into like starburst yellow for the yellow streaks. Okay. You know, just really push it, right? But I think his idea of going into a blue to contrast against all of this.
Yeah.
So I think rather than a blue, a teal. So I know what.
Oh no, sorry. Just keep going. I'm just gonna find the feathers that I did.
Oh, which was that for?
The Zinch model with the books.
Oh,
okay. If I can just use my eyes.
Hold up. Kill. Let go.
Greater demon. Gone too far.
No, it's at the end of this year. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so there he is. We see the books right here.
Alright, so... Okay, yeah, just send that to me.
Where is your face?
Okay. So, Sunny's just sending me a picture. It should be coming through, hopefully. Did you send it to me?
I did send it.
Check that it's sent.
It's still sending.
Okay.
Apparently.
Should I go to...
No, just give it a second. Should come through now.
So... Now consider that these are much smaller than your ones. But yeah, so these are Sunny's ones. These are, what, maybe a mil each?
Yeah.
They're very, very small. So yeah, consider maybe something along those lines.
Yeah, just like really take a bit of a creative liberties here and just like make a little bit more colorful feathers. And of course, can I borrow your mouse real quick?
Okay.
So when I mean just pushing the definition on the feathers, I mean like that sort of those strokes, those crosshead of the strokes with a much more brighter color.
I think that there's a better picture for this. So give me a second, and I'll grab the better picture for this. Because I know the one you're talking about. So click the wrong thing again.
One above.
Yeah, I'll do it. This the one? Okay. So I'm just gonna zoom out a bit because we're a bit too close. But yeah, like this is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, all like those little strokes, just a little strokes along where the edges would be.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah, and I think that's as much as we can give to you on that one. Alright, so let's try and power through for the last few. So we've done that. Alright, but let's go to Larry.
Yes, it does look good overall, Alex.
Yep. No, it's alright, man. Don't worry about spamming because, like, the thing is...
It is an emergency.
Well, like, you're trying to get through these things, right? And, like... This is what the review is for. it is for reviewing things, right? And like, it's not as if like you put in lots of work before, right? You've shown your sort of thing, and like, there's a reason why you want to get this through. All right, so next up, let's take a look at Larry.
The fire was supposed to be silver white with blue shadows to help define it, but I guess that first attempt failed.
Okay.
So I airbrushed white over the whole thing, leaving shades of the original blue in the recess. I'll dry brush some silver over the edges and see how far to take it. Since the airbrush was out of the light, I filled the in areas with the castle stained glass window, so I can keep working on that. I think it looks very interesting, like a white whirlpool. Oh, you're doing the stained glass?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I think like it still looks interesting, but to be fair, Larry, sometimes certain things just look better in real life than they do in pictures. So like, maybe
yeah,
this is
there is that part of it, but the other part of it is like, some things don't translate from the comic books. They just don't. No matter how hard you try, they just won't come through, because the whole thing is that when it comes to this, right, we're aiming for verisimilitude, the feeling of reality. Of course, man. Don't worry about it. So that was just Alex saying thank you. But yeah, I think that the grey into the white, I'm not going to say anything as of yet, because like, let's take a look once we actually see the things with the colors.
Yeah, I do think it's a very interesting idea that you're going for.
Yeah.
See the waning moon, and then like
the full moon.
The full moon, and then the face of Dracula is all illuminated. It's like very spooky. I like that.
Yeah. So I also like that he's he shows off the colors that he uses. But we've got one more after this, and then so we've got Ryan. You want to read out?
Yeah, more eBay restoration death guard, just some details and OSL on these to make them pop, and that's the kill team ready for the OPR game in a week's time.
I think that like all of the mottling has come out really quite nicely. I think I really like that.
Like clean and crisp, despite how monotonous it is in color. It's very well defined.
Yeah,
which is good. So I would say very well done.
I would say the biggest thing for me would be is push your extremes. So when it comes to the eyes and such, I'd give them like either like a really super bright red pushing into orange, or like a sickly green glow. Just push that contrast all the way up to 110, right? Because you don't have much contrast on these models.
It'll be really cool to see how everything looks once you add the OSL.
Yeah, I think that could...
this is really good stuff.
Yeah, I've painted up this guy.
Or I really love the sort of shininess of the...
Yeah.
The tentacles, gums, very...
Why does he have bowling balls on his shoulder?
Bowling balls?
Yeah, he does have bowling balls on his shoulder.
Oh, no, those are skulls, and they've got 3 holes in them at the back.
But the way the hole, they look like bowling balls.
It's for the flies to come out.
Yeah, as you do.
Thing.
I very much like this contrast of kind with the glossiness. I think that looks really good.
Yeah.
But I think since we've taken that extra time and we've gone on, we may as well do the boys. Because, the boys have obviously been putting in an effort. So this is at 98% complete. So this is going to be their entries into the Iron Signet, because they're doing the competition as well. They wanted to say thank you for the feedback. Okay. So
I think you should definitely try and push the face definition a bit more. Maybe get Dad to help you out to highlight the face a bit more, bring out the
He
eyes a bit?
can't because
Oh,
it's a
right,
competition.
Okay, just try your best. Just try your best. Use a brighter flesh color. Just go on the cheekbones, the chin, the tops of the nose, and the center of the forehead, and blend that all out. And maybe even put in like a black into the eyes.
Okay, yeah. So boys, both of you. So I do believe this is initial on both, right? Rim those bases. Okay? Now, the reason why I point this out, and it's so critical, right? It doesn't matter how good your paint job is.
If the final presentation looks messy.
Yeah. So, think about it like this, right? Think about like somebody seeing all of the paint strokes around somebody's painting, you know? Yeah, I believe it's going to happen, right? But I'm talking to the boys more than I'm talking to you, because some of the times people don't listen to Dad. I know that they should listen to Dad. But so what I want you boys to think about is this, right? I want you to think about a photo or an artwork, and somebody's got a frame around it, right? Now, imagine it this way. They've got this beautiful frame, right? And then you see all of these brown and white strokes on the frame. You'd be like, you'd look at the frame rather than looking at the painting.
And you would think to yourself, wow, what a great painting. But why is the frame so messy? It devalues it.
Yeah.
It makes you appreciate it less because it shows a lack of attention to detail.
Yeah.
And that's what people want to see in a competition. I am a bit disappointed, boys. I will say the wings looked really nice before when you had the gold and the white and the brown. It was like a whole contrast. It was very eye-catching, but now everything looks too red, I think. But it's 98%. It's tomorrow. Nothing you can do about it.
I understand. So here's the thing, though, boys. All right, let's focus on 98% shifts. So here's what we want to do. Clean up around here, right? So in the base, of course, right? Now, you also want to make sure that wax has come across, right? And let's take a look at anything else. So we want to highlight this hair.
Mm-hmm.
Put some scribbles into your textbook here, right? And what we want to do, boys, is we want to focus on having completed models. Look, this is going to be your very first competition, right? So it doesn't matter whether you place, because the thing is, when it comes to this, it's going to be a learning experience. And what you can ask, right, and they will give you some good feedback if they're good judges, is you can say to the judges after all of the judgings happen, just ask politely, say, how should I improve my painting? And if they're decent people, they will give you good advice, like we're trying to give you here, and you will get better. And the next year, you'll do even better.
Yeah.
Okay, so focus on that. But I will say, so with this one, I think that you've done, really well. But I will agree with Sunny. It's all very sort of one tone now. So you see this lot of feathers that you had white before? If you want to make them white, if you think you can tonight, make those white. Do them in grey, do the wash, and then do your slight dry brush of the white colour. I think that will make this look even more tops. Boys, I want to congratulate you on doing something that very few full-grown men do, right? And every single one of the men here will attest to this, right? Very few people actually finish their paint jobs. They buy things and they don't paint them. Like, guys, how many people do you know have bought things and just simply haven't painted them?
They're
I
silent.
can confess to that.
Yeah.
Well, Alex said they will make the changes.
Yeah, go ahead, guys. Sorry, you were saying something?
I was saying there's models that I bought on 2019's Black Friday that I still not painted.
Yeah. Yeah. So the boys said thank you. That's okay, boys. That's what this is for. You know, yeah, I'll just throw it.
We are looking forward to seeing more paintings from you.
Yeah.
Not just these ones. We want to see lots more models from you guys moving forward.
Yeah, and we're happy to review these every single week. If you guys put in the effort,
We
we
will
will
do
review
it.
them.
We will review it.
right? And like, we know that you're learning, we know that you're getting better, but guys, the only way to get better is to put brush to model. Everything else is secondary, right? What you are doing is building muscle memory, and you're doing it at the right time. When you're young, you learn things. As you get older, that's... So we've got two types of memory, boys, because I studied psychology and I understand how the brain actually works. We've got two types of memory. We've got crystallized memory, which your dad will have plenty of, I've got plenty of, and then we've got the fluid memory, and this is what you've got over us in spades. And you guys can use that to your advantage, and it will help solidify your crystal memory, right? So long as you do this when you're young, you're going to be better painters than your dad one day. And just so long as you put those brushes to the models, I guarantee it, boys. But here's the problem. It's not going to happen overnight. It might take years. It took me years for me to be able to beat my dad when it came to chess. And then he stopped playing me. But I'm sure your dad will keep giving you models to paint. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. And I want to wish luck to all of our boys.
Yep.
All three of them going
Yes,
off to
yep.
the competition.
Yep.
And I want to thank each and every one of you for putting in your entries, the people coming here to comment on stuff, people showing us off new products. I'm very thankful to this community because, you know, I haven't been posting up as much stuff in the past 2 weeks because we've been trying to get ahead and, yeah. So, I want to say to each and every one of you the one thing that we say each and every week. Keep those brushes wet.
Wet.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. And good luck, of course. Bye-bye.